Alright, so apparently Verge made this video about how to build a $2,000 custom gaming PC.
So a few years ago, TC, or managing editor, built a gaming desktop, but it's kind of out of date and it's definitely not going to hold up for Battlefield 5. So let's build a new one. You can build a gaming desktop for around $1,000, but I want to go all out, so I spent around $2,000.
Alright, looks nice. Parts list buys. RAM, CPU, motherboard.
Pay close attention to the brace.
He calls it a fucking brace. Oh no.
That's when you know the RAM is in. Step 3.
What happened to dual channel memory right here? So right here, it says himself that if you have dual channel memory, put on A2 and B2, not A2 and A1. It's A2 and B2. You don't have 4 fucking RAM. Okay? Just plug in one of this and one of those, not these two. That makes no freaking sense. But why would you even do that?
Okay, so step 4, we're going to install the graphics card. I chose PNY's GTX 1080, which is overclocked. And so it's a pretty easy installation. You're just going to find the gold connectors. And you're going to line this bracket with the back end bracket of your PC case. Now, which lane you choose depends entirely on what other parts you're going to put in the system. I'm just going to pick the top one because the SSD is at the bottom and I don't want to cover it.
The reason why you put it on the top is because all lanes don't have the same bandwidth if something's plugged on the bottom. And so having it on the top is faster.
Click down. Take your remaining brackets and just put them in the spots that you haven't used.
Then why do you take it out in the first place?
I chose Corsair's 850 watt power supply because I need enough headroom for ray tracing GPUs when they come out, and I don't want to have to upgrade it again.
I'm pretty sure you'll be fine with at least a 750 watt. I don't think you need 800. Because if it's someone having a 1080 Ti plus 8700K with 750 watt, I'm pretty sure you're fine.
So all you have to do is take the brick.
It's called the power supply.
And make sure that you align it with these little insulating pads so the power supply doesn't short circuit.
What did you just say?
Short circuit.
What did you just say?
Short circuit.
Hold up. Did I just hear what he just said?
Good, and come into contact with the rest of the system. So just take it in, slide it in nice and easy until you have...
Why is the fan on the power supply directed towards the case, not away from the case?
Have a snug fit, and then shift it to the back and make sure it's right up against the frame. Now you just take the required screws and you tighten.
So it's okay to touch the front of the frame, but not bottom of the case. What is this logic?
Out of space. But in this case, no pun intended, it fits in perfectly, and we're gonna start screwing it in. And so there's nothing special about this screwing in process. They're just really long screws because they go through the entire frame of the cooler, and they take forever. So next up, cables. Every power supply is gonna come with a big bag of Velcro cables.
Not every power supply. Every fully modular power supply. And first, you need to plug in the cables for the power supply. Then, you insert your power supply.
We're installing the CPU.
You still haven't put in the CPU in? My guy, just do it already.
So you're gonna see that there are four
what is
brackets,
that?
or rather like screws in here with brackets. And
How much CPU thermal paste did you put? Holy shit. This is so fucking triggering, I swear.
So now that our internals are done, we're gonna put all the panels back on, which is the top glass, side glass, front glass, and of course the back panel where all this fun stuff is happening. So we've...
Oh, that looks like a fucking mess. You could have cleaned it up a bit in the back, you know? Freaking hell, there's so much things wrong with that build. A regular person who does their first time building their PC will want to fix that part. But I guess he just didn't. Like, you want to tidy it up, you want to clean it up, you want to make it look nice. It's a gaming computer, not a computer to look like crap. You're just pretty much restricting your airflow at the same time. So like, why bother paying $2,000 for parts to look like shit. Why even bother having modular cables when you can when you're doing that in the first place? Well, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I know I haven't uploaded in a long time, but once I saw this video triggered me to the next level. Like, it's so bad that I can't take it. Like, I had to make a video on it. Dude, you should just watch a video, like a video on how to build a computer to try to make the computer better at least. Because this video isn't good at all. You should fix it. Even though you're playing quote-unquote Battlefield 5 or just doing something in general, that's gonna trigger a lot of people who builds PCs, just does it for a hobby. Even I can do better. Well, that's it, I guess. I'll see you guys next time. And